What's up, everybody? It's your friend Mike Murray back here. This time with a Week 9 NFL break, DFS breakdown for the Week 9. Excuse me, I flubbered this. The breakdown video for the Week 9 slate in the 2019 NFL season. We're playing on Draftkings here, so we're using a PPR format. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Give me that thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know the plays you guys are on this week. Stay tuned to see what I'm on. Now, before we get into the slate, this is another week, guys, where there's a lot of news that we need to kind of hold out. Fix my hair real quick. That wasn't good. Oh. Sorry, guys. Just got out of the shower. My hair is a little messed up. Still not looking good. Whatever. We'll have to just live with it. So we need to hold off on some couple key pieces of injury news. Number one is James Conner. Is James Conner going to play? If James Conner doesn't play, Benny Snell's already been ruled up for a couple weeks. Puts us heavily on Jalen Samuels at 4K. Great matchup against Indianapolis. Great matchup. And that does not look good. I'm going to just screw it. All right. There's a couple other spots in this slate, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. They're a little dicey. I think it's a great week for GPPs. I think it's a great week to differentiate at some key places because there's like 4 games that I really want to key in on here that I think could kind of go in a lot of that could really pop off. So without further ado, let's get into the slate. Okay, the first game is going to be Washington at Buffalo. So I think the play on Washington that I would play is the defense at 1,800. But I don't know how much I like it. On the road, Bills probably looking to bounce back after a bad loss last week. I like Josh Allen and John Brown on the other side. And if Dwayne Haskins starts, I really like the Buffalo defense at 3,800. The only issue I have with Allen and Brown is they haven't really shown that consistent vertical element of their passing game that beats Washington, that looping, like over-the-top play. It is at home. They're kind of low-owned right now. I have a feeling that Brown and Allen are going to come in around like 6-7% owned, which is nice. We can definitely play them here. But we're going to have to get some more news. If Dwayne Haskins starts, it puts me more on the Buffalo defense. If he doesn't, I don't know if I just don't see the red. I know Allen's turnover prone. So, really, I kind of like the defenses in this game. I could get on that stack to John Brown and Josh Allen. It's just they haven't really shown that element of their offense this year. It doesn't mean they can't. The Vikings didn't show the vertical element of their offense when Stephon Diggs crushed Philadelphia. This is a similar spot. It's a very similar spot to that. So, definitely in play. I'm going to have to kind of keep getting news and finalizing my rosters and see if I land on a 6,100 John Brown and 6,500 Josh Allen this week. Not sure yet. Moving on to the next game, Minnesota at Kansas City. Interesting game here. On the Vikings, I love Dalvin Cook this week. Love Dalvin Cook. And on the other side, I like Matt Moore to Sammy Watkins. You can also pair him with Travis Kelce, or you can do a 4-man. Because we've seen Marvin Jones rough up, like number 2 receivers rough up the Minnesota secondary and tight ends. So they're both firmly in play here. Okay? So those are the 4 guys I like there. I like Matt Moore. I think Matt Moore is kind of sneaky this week. Like I said, this is one of the key games of the week, guys. Circle this game. This could be a game that goes over the total and that you want to have pieces of. Matt Moore is going to move the ball in this Minnesota secondary, in my opinion. So the next game is the Jets at the Dolphins. Interesting game here, man. It's an interesting spot. Our buddy in the comment section, Ramal, is telling me that Sam Darnold has a finger injury. I've checked around. I didn't find any information on that. I don't know if that's true or not. We're going to have to get more info and figure out if he is. Puts me more on Le'Veon in this spot. If he's okay, I love Robbie Anderson here. I love this spot for Robbie Anderson. I think Xavier Howard's out. Love Robbie Anderson. Love Robbie Anderson here. Okay? If Chris Herndon's back, he'll be in the player pool. But, guys, there's so many cheap tight ends this week. I don't know. There's so many cheap tight ends this week. You're probably going to want to pay down a tight end this week. A lot of good options. On the other side, Devontae Parker. I see Ryan Fitzpatrick there, man, at 4,800, and I do like it. But my only hesitation with playing Fitzpatrick is, guys, I just don't think the Dolphins want to win. I think they want to lose. You know, like, I don't think they're going to hit their ceiling. Like, I think Parker could catch a touchdown or two and get 100 yards in a loss, but, like, I don't think the Dolphins want to win. You know, so, like, why would I play guys on a bunch of guys on the Dolphins? I don't think they want to win this game. I really don't. But it is the Adam Gase revenge narrative on both sides. I don't know how that's going to play out, but that is an interesting angle to monitor in this game. You know, maybe Parker hates Gase and feels like Gase held him back and wants to crush him here. Certainly a good matchup. Jets secondary is terrible. Miami's terrible everywhere. So that's that game. It's a weird game. Here's an interesting wild card game of the week. Chicago going to Philly. Mitchell Trubisky is 5K. The whole Bears offense, other than Allen Robinson, criminally underpriced. Tariq Cohen is 4,200. Taylor Gabriel, the exact type of receiver who can beat up on the Eagles, that big over-the-top receiver, is 3,900. It's a cheap stack. Robinson's 68, and he killed Philly in the playoffs last year. We've been attacking this Eagles secondary, man. Do we trust Mitchell Trubisky on the road? It's certainly a risky play, but the Eagles give up a lot of rushing yards to opposing quarterbacks. They do. Oh, it's true. They do. Not telling you guys that I love this play. It's a risky, high-level risk play. But I kind of like a piece of the Bears' offense, perhaps, in this game. You know? I don't know why the Bears aren't running Trubisky more. That's what he's good at. Like, why aren't they running like him like 10 times a game? Like, that's the only thing he's good at. I don't understand. I'm a little hesitant to pay that $6,800 for Allen Robinson. That's tough. That's a hard pill to swallow, man. I have to think about this spot. This is the spot, guys. That one of the I don't know, because on the other side, I love a Jordan Howard revenge game. I love the Philly defense at 3K. See, I could see this game going so many different directions. I don't know. Because, guys, I've told you this before. Go watch the Latavius Murray tape against the Bears. The Bears' run defense started out really good, and they just got clobbered to death slowly as they watched Mitchell Trubisky on the field. It's almost like they play worse as they have to watch him play. They just give up. And I think the Bears are going to quit soon. So I really am hesitant to back them on the road here. I probably am more on the Philly side than I am on the Chicago side, but I'm not going to stop anybody from playing any Chicago pieces because it could hit. Philly's secondary is woeful, and they give up a lot of production to pass-catching running backs. You could even play Cohen here. I would not play Montgomery. I would not play David Montgomery. I do not like that at all. Indy at Pitt. Another spot, man. T.Y. Hilton missed practice today. If he's out this game, we get three potential guys who we need to monitor. What I think they'll do is go 2 tight end sets and run 2 receivers. So Paris Campbell at 3K. Watch out for him going into the later half of the season. I thought Paris Campbell was going to have a bigger role in this offense. I think he would have if Luck wasn't here. If Luck was in there instead of Brissett, they're a power-running team, not attacking the Pittsburgh run defense. I have no interest in that. One of the 2 tight ends could be kind of interesting here, Doyle or Ebron. I'd probably more in Ebron because he has a higher ceiling, 3,600. Doyle's 3K. You know, like I said, Paris Campbell, man, I really hope they get him going to end the season because he's really athletic, and Pittsburgh kind of gets killed in the slot and by tight ends. Like, they give up, they kind of play a zone defense and keep everything in front of them, so slot receivers and the tight ends kind of beat up on Pittsburgh more so than outside options. And on the other side, we need to get more info on this James Conner injury. Because right now I have J.Lo Samuels on all my teams. 4K, he's a lock if Conner's out. So I'll just put him in if Conner's out. Also, not a bad spot for Deontay Johnson or Juju Smith-Schuster. Problem is, man, Juju just went off on Monday night. Everybody saw it. 6,300 is not a great discount for Juju. I do like Juju. I like Deontay Johnson, too. So we're going to have to get more news here, man. If Conner's in, it kind of puts me very, I don't know about this game. If Conner's in, man, this game becomes very messy. I kind of probably like Deontay Johnson or Juju the best. And I'd have to, zone in on my Saturday update what I'm on there. Like I said, guys, this is a GPP week. There's a lot of angles here where, you got to kind of just make it stand and hope it's correct. There's not a lot of clear stuff on this slate. So definitely more of a GPP week. Tennessee at Carolina. Originally, guys, I was on Adam Humphries in this spot. I don't like him anymore. When Adam Humphries went off last year against Carolina, he was 3,600 on a better passing offense. Now he's 3,800 on a worse passing offense in the same spot. I just don't like that. I like Derrick Henry here. 5,700. I like Derrick Henry. We just saw Tevin Coleman beat up on this run defense. I like Derrick Henry here. Not going to stop you from playing Humphries or A.J. Brown. Like we always talk about, Carolina gets beat up on crossing routes. So if that's what you want to play, go for it, dog. Go for it. On the other side, I have Panthers D written down, but Curtis Samuel's get popular. Everybody saw Mike Evans go vertical over the top and beat LaShawn Sims. LaShawn Sims is terrible. I think that Mike Vrabel is going to realize that he can't put that defense on the field with LaShawn Sims. I think he's going to run Henry a lot here. On the road, I like that. There'll be another spot, guys, for us to back a piece of this Tennessee passing offense. I just don't know if this is the right spot. Not sure if this is the right spot. Not really in love with that price. 38. I kind of wish Humphries, for what he's shown this year, was a little bit cheaper. It's kind of a little bit of a ripoff. Here's a game. Hold on one second, guys. So we got one. Okay. So here's one of the 4 games. We already talked about one of them with Minnesota, Kansas City. Here's the second game that I really think is interesting of the week. Detroit going to Oakland. I like this game. I like this game a lot. On Detroit, love the passing attack here. I like Galladay. Love Kenny. I think people are going to be hesitant to pay that $7,700 price tag. I'm not. But, I don't know. I also could see TJ Hawkinson. I like Hawk at 3,700. He's interesting here. Very interesting. Amendola is interesting. Amendola's been getting a lot of work here with Stafford lately. I'm not paying $6K for Marvin Jones. Just, it's tough though, man, because Oakland gets beat deep on the perimeter by speed. So, I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough spot to pinpoint what you like here in the Detroit passing attack. Guys, I should have mentioned this before. Guys, I do the Saturday update in the comment section of this video. I finalize what I'm on for the slate. It does not mean you have to follow me in what I'm on, what I'm not on. Okay, I'm going to try to do a better job of finalizing on Sunday morning what I'm on and what I'm not on, officially. Okay? I've tried to make it as short as possible. I know sometimes it gets a little longer than we'd like, but I'm working on it. Guys. But remember, you guys make your own plays. This is just what I'm on. You are free to do whatever you want to do. Go with your gut. On the other side, I love Josh Jacobs here. I like Jacobs. You can definitely play Darren Waller here too. Both in good matchups. I'm not going to stop you from playing either one of those guys. I think both of those guys are firmly in play here. You can even game stack this game. I don't even hate that. I like that, actually. But I'm probably more on Jacobs than I am Waller, to be totally transparent with you guys. What is this? Oh. Yeah. So Tampa Bay at Seattle. This is a game, guys, that a lot of people are going to be stacking up. It's an interesting spot. I am not sure what I like here at all. Okay, I'm not going to... I just don't know. I guess Cameron Brate. Any I have Cameron Brate, Godwin, and Lockett written down for this game, but honestly, guys, I don't really know on either side. Okay? This is a tough spot because I think I like Brate here the most, but he's going to be chalk. Everyone's going to be on him, and maybe rightfully so. He's the thing I feel the best about on Tampa. You can play really any element of the passing game on Tampa. Tampa's got a great passing offense. I don't mind. Ramal Ali in the comment section of the last video recommended Brashard Perryman. He is the type of guy that does give Seattle secondary issues. I just would prefer Tampa to be at home. Like I've said before, guys, those mediocre role players are more likely to hit at home than on the road. But it doesn't mean they can't hit. They definitely can. So I kind of like going with the cheaper part of this Tampa Bay passing offense. So let's do that. That's what I'm on here. I like Brate and I'll go Perryman. I like that. And on the other side, I think this is more of a Lockett spot than a Metcalf spot. But the Tampa Bay secondary is so bad. It just depends on how you attack them. Like, so far this season, like, possession receivers have really killed the Buccaneers. It hasn't really been that, like, vertical, over-the-top receiver. Doesn't mean it can't happen. Doesn't mean it can't happen. They're definitely going to take shots with Metcalf here, but, you know, I wouldn't stop you from playing either one of them. I mean, Tyler Lockett at 7,500 just makes me queasy, man. Ugh. I think he's only paid that salary off, like, one time in his entire career, and it was against New Orleans, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to another spot, man, where we're gonna have to pinpoint this as the week goes on. I think I like Lockett here more, but I could change. I could get on Metcalf here. Could get on Metcalf here. Cleveland at Denver. Landry, I like on Cleveland, and you could play Chubb here. I just like this run defense for Denver has been pretty good. You play Landry or Chubb. I'd actually probably go Chubb here over Landry. And on the other side, I like Noah Fant. I think Noah Fant's in play here. Cleveland is not that good against tight ends. Hold on a second. Seems like the Browns are kind of imploding. Baker Mayfield, the whole thing with the reporter yesterday, can definitely see the Broncos upsetting him here. Could play the Broncos defense. Not crazy about that, but guys, defense is a crapshoot this week. I have no idea who to play, honestly. I hope I get some better information as the week goes on because I don't know. I like Philly and Buffalo if Dwayne Haskins starts. That's who I'm on because I always like targeting defenses at home. And if you're not on Derrick Henry, you could play Carolina. I don't hate that. And so touching on that Denver spot again, I like Fant by himself. I really don't think I like Brandon Allen here. You could play him, man. Cleveland's been getting killed by quarterbacks this year. They've been getting... Let me pull this up real quick. Cleveland has led up 3 games of 25-plus PPR points to not PPR, fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. You could definitely play Brandon Allen here. I'm not going to stop you. I kind of like just Fant by himself. I'm just not sure he's going to get there going just through Fant. Fant's a beast. I love Fant's athleticism, though. Struggled a little bit early this year with drops, but 8 targets last week. I like that. The last game of the slate is going to be Green Bay at the Chargers. What I like here on Green Bay is Aaron Jones. The other spot where injury news we got to wait on. Aaron Jones missed practice some of these days this week with the shoulder injury. If he's out, Jamal Williams becomes interesting. Very interesting. So I like Aaron Jones on that side. On the other side, I like Phillip Rivers to probably Mike Williams. I know I said Melvin in the original video. I don't think I like Melvin anymore because the offensive coordinator is now the quarterback's coach. Probably means it's going to be more of a pass-heavy offense. So I like Mike Williams here more. So wrapping up the breakdown video. There's a couple spots here, guys, where we're a little dicey. That Detroit passing game spot, the Jets, and that Chicago game. Those are 3 spots, but we got to get more. I got to get more information on because I don't want to give you guys bad information. I want to tell you guys things that I'm not gonna. You know, I just if you put me on the spot, I will tell you I like. With the Jets, it all comes down to if Darnold's finger is okay, I like Robbie Anderson here. I'm sorry, I just do. If his finger's okay, I like Robbie Anderson. If it's not okay, I like Le'Veon Bell. Chicago and Pitt and Philly. I'm more on the Philly running game and defense here. If you had to, but I could see a spot where a piece of the Chicago offense or the Chicago offense kind of comes to play here. They moved the ball in this Philly defense in the wild card round. But remember, guys, they were at home. They were at home. Not sure if Trubisky's going to go into Philadelphia. The thing I don't like about Trubisky here, man, that really makes me queasy with any part of the passing game, is Philly blitzes a lot, I think. But they don't really... Well, Michael Lombardi has talked about this a lot. Philly blitzes, but they don't really have the personnel to put pressure on the quarterback. So it's just a weird spot, man. Because, if they get to Trubisky, the Philly defense is a great play here at 3K. It's an amazing play. But if they're not actually pressuring the quarterback, I actually think Chicago could have some success moving the ball on this Philly defense, coming off a big win. The thing about Philly is I feel like Philly found their identity last week running the ball with Jordan Howard. So that's what I like here at the most, Jordan Howard and the Philly D. Okay? And I think Cohen is super sneaky at 4,200. I said that is when I played James White, guys, and I almost won the $1 million 3 years ago. James White got me 25 points at 4,100. That is the price tag that we want the guys like Duke Johnson, James White, Tariq Cohen. We want them at that 4K spot. They can get 25 DraftKings points. They can crush that price tag. When Tariq Cohen's like 5K, James White's like 5K, just with his normal snap share, we don't want that. Same thing with Duke Johnson. We want them at that 4K range, about give or take. So I think I actually like Cohen the most in the Bears because I don't trust Trubisky at all. Robinson at 6,800 is just tough to pay that price tag. Hard to pay that price tag. Will not stop you, though. Allen Robinson is a beast. Will not stop you from playing him at all. So let's take out Taylor Gabriel because I don't trust Trubisky to hit him on that big vertical over the top play. Let's go Robinson and Cohen on the Bears that are in play, just in the player pool. More likely scenario is Howard in the Eagles defense. Let's move on. I've talked about this game too much. Detroit and Oakland, right now, guys, to me, it's Stafford to Galladay. That's what I liked originally. I think Stafford to Hawkinson is a little interesting here, 3,700. You know, a little interesting. Not crazy about it, but, Stafford's going to have a 300-yard passing game here against Oakland. I think this game could be a shootout, man. I like this game a lot. Tampa Bay at Seattle. I know, guys, I was just brushing up on these games. I know we already talked about these. I could see this game disappointing people, man. I really could. I could see this game being... Because, this is the thing about Seattle. Even though Tampa Bay is a #1 rush defense in the NFL, Seattle's still going to run the ball against this defense. That's just what they do. So, I could see this being, a boring, low-scoring game. I honestly, man, I think I'm staying away from this game. Honestly, I think I'm going to stay away from this game. When you look on YouTube at all the tout people, everyone's picture of, their article and who they're on this week is, Jameis Winston throwing the ball and, Russell Wilson. Everyone thinks this game's going to be a shootout. If it is going to be a shootout, guys, and you're on this game, you better differentiate. You better get some different pieces of this game in your stack. Okay? That's my advice to you. That Green Bay LAC game, weird. I like I said, I like Rivers to Mike Williams and just run it back with one of the Green Bay running backs because that LAC run defense is trash. Okay, so guys, that's going to be the video here. I know that's right there, the last 5 minutes. We were just kind of fine-tuning exactly what we're going to be on. But, like I said, guys, we need more injury information with James Conner. We need more injury information with T.Y. Hilton. We need more injury information with Aaron Jones. That's one that no one's talking about right now. That's a big key. Aaron Jones at 7K, man. 7K for Aaron Jones. But he just went off on prime time. Kind of seems like a little bit of a fish play. You know what I mean? The other big debate this week is going to be CMC versus Cook. Right now, I like Cook. Because I think Tennessee's going to run the ball and try to keep that Carolina offense off the field. But I'm not ever going to stop anyone from playing McCaffrey. I think McCaffrey's going to be plus 10K pretty soon. And he has some amazing matchups coming up. He still gets to play Atlanta twice. But with that being said, guys, let me know in the comment section below what you're on this week, what you don't like, anything that I said in the video that you don't like, that you're not on. I love going back and forth with you guys. So let me know. This is 3 straight weeks. We've done pretty well on this channel. I'm pretty excited about this slate. Like I said, things can change. They always can. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned for the Saturday update on Saturday evening or afternoon. I'll probably try to update it Sunday morning. And let's win some money this week. See you later.